Hey everyone, I'm Ben from the YMCA of Greater Boston, and this is Gentle Flow Yoga. So let's begin by sitting comfortably, legs crossed. If that works for you, you can always extend one or both legs. Allow your eyes to close and lengthen your spine as you breathe in. If you can breathe through the nose, do so. Grow a little taller on that in-breath. Relax on the out-breath. Let go of any unnecessary effort. Just a little bit of effort. The muscles of the back to keep you sitting upright. And just let go everywhere else. Soften the muscles of the face. Bring awareness to sensation in your body. Tuning into sensation. And as thoughts and feelings arise, just notice them and welcome what shows up at the mind level, at the heart level. Gently returning your awareness to your physical body. Above all, during the practice today, take good care of your body. Think of my instructions as suggestions. Modify any of these instructions to keep yourself safe and comfortable and enjoy your practice. Let's take a nice deep breath and let it go. And so we'll begin some warm-up exercises by coming on to the back. So just relaxing on your back. Extend your legs out along your mat. And sweep your arms out to the sides and back behind you. And now open into a delicious full body stretch by pointing the toes forward, reaching the fingers back, breathing into this stretch, and letting it go. And then the right heel forward, and the right hand back, and take a nice deep breath and stretch that right side body. Left hand comes onto that right wrist, and just press back to get a little bit more stretch, and then let it go. Left heel forward and left hand back. And take a nice deep breath into the stretch. Right hand on that left wrist, and that can take it a little bit deeper. Good. And let it go. Good. And then sweep your arms out to a T position. Hey, good morning, Svetlana. Good morning, John. So good to have you here today. All right, feet flat, arms out in a T position. Knees to the right side and head to the left. Take a nice deep breath. Keep the shoulders anchored to the mat, especially that left shoulder. Good. Head and the knees come back up. And let's drop those knees to the left side and the head to the right. And then bring the head and the knees back up. Once more, knees to the right, head to the left, shoulders anchored to the mat. Back over to the other side. Good, and then come on back up, arms. Come down to your sides, draw the knees in toward the chest and extend the legs to the sky. Now keeping your low back pressed against the mat, lower your legs part way down and then draw the knees back into the chest. Again, extend the legs up toward the sky. Keep the low back pressing, anchoring your back to the mat as you lower the legs part way down. Draw the knees back into the chest. Good. Working those abdominal muscles. The lower your legs come toward the mat, the more work those belly muscles are doing. working those core muscles, building strength. Strong abs helps to keep your back safe in daily activities. Good. Bring your feet flat and then extend your legs back out along your mat and just relax fully for a moment. We'll come back here at the end of the class for a longer rest. And for now, just let go and let the earth support you. And then draw the knees back in toward the chest. Wrap the arms underneath the knees and rock your body. Options are side to side. Or you could rock forward and back. A little more active, stimulating version of spinal rocking. See what feels best in your body. And then rock yourself up to sitting, either forward and up or to the side. And then press yourself right up to a sitting position. And then bring your left foot to the inside of your right leg and just slide your hands down that leg and come into a relaxed forward bend. Good. And then bring your hands up. Place your hands back behind you and come into a back bend. Arching back, looking up. Big breath in. Good. And then back up. Now, right hand out to the side. Let the left arm come up and over. And come into a side bend. Good. And then back to upright. And take the right hand over onto that left knee. Take the left hand back behind you and a twist. Take a big breath in, lift and lengthen the spine. And on the out breath, gently twist. Good. Back around to the front. Let's switch. Same sequence. Other side. So the right foot to the inside of the left leg and just ease forward into a forward bend. It's fine if that left knee is slightly bent. Relax forward. And then the hands behind, arching back, looking up, big breath. Good. Left hand out to the side, let the right arm come up and over. And stretch. And bring the body back to upright. We'll complete the 6 movements of the spine with a twist. Left hand to right knee, right hand back behind. Inhale, grow tall. And exhale, twist. Good. Back around to the front. Let's shift now into tabletop position. So resting on palms, or maybe it's more comfortable on knuckles. Light fists is an option. Might feel a little more comfortable for your wrists that way. So that right knee lifts and it makes circles. Feeling those outer hip muscles working. Reverse the circle. Pause. Extend that leg straight back, facing your mat, and extend the left arm straight ahead. And now pulse the arm and leg. Lifting, working those muscles in the shoulder, the buttocks, and the back of the leg. And then release. So, same thing on the other side. Left knee out to the side. Just make some little circles with that left knee. Reverse direction. And then extend the leg back. Face the mat. Extend the right arm straight ahead. And pulse arm and leg. Good. And then release. Bring the hands back under the shoulders, curl the toes under, and come up onto the balls of the feet. Again, you can be on your knuckles, your palms if that's comfortable for you. You'll walk your downward dog in place by gently pressing one heel and then the other. And then both heels press toward the mat. Chest presses down toward the mat, toward your feet. Tailbone lifts toward the sky. Crown of the head reaches down toward those hands, elongating the lines that your body makes. Legs, spine. Walk your feet in toward the middle of your mat. Walk your hands back towards your feet and gently sway a little bit to one side and the other. And then back to center and press into your feet and just roll your body up. Just come up to standing upright, shoulders up and back and down. Good. Okay, spread your feet a little bit wider apart and let your body twist. Let your arms just swing along as your upper body turns from side to side. Now as you turn to the right, your left heel lifts. As you turn to the left, your right heel lifts. And now, not just the heel, but can you lift the whole foot so that you're balancing on that one leg for just a moment? Now, can you take that lifted foot and sweep it around along with the arms? Maybe you slow things down a little bit so you can keep your balance. Good. And now keep the balls of the feet down. Just lift the heels each time. And then keep the heels down so the feet remain flat. And then slow everything down and come to stillness. Good. Feet are about hip distance. So let's bend the knees each time we sweep forward and down. Bending the knees acts as a kind of shock absorbing effect. Keeping the back safe. Inhale, lift. Bend the knees on the downward sweep. Exhale down, inhale up. Last one. Hold the arms up overhead. Relax the shoulders down. Now can you come up onto the balls of the feet and just balance here? We'll be doing some balancing exercises today. Here we are balancing on the toes, the balls of the feet. Now can you stay balanced and take a little twist to one direction and then back to center and smoothly flowing into the twist the other way and then back to center. Okay, now let's come down slowly. So the heels will move very slowly as the arms slowly make their way to your sides and the heels finally touch. Good. All right, let's open the legs wide apart. We'll be moving into the wide leg forward fold. And just observe for a moment. I want to show you something that you might not be able to see when you're in the pose. So watching what I'm doing, I'm going to bring the hands down, and what we'll do is we'll bend one knee, and that will give the inner thigh a nice stretch. And of course, we'll do the same thing on the other side. So let's begin by lifting the arms out to the sides, hinging forward. Try to keep a nice long spine. You can always keep the head up a little bit at the level of your heart. If you have eye problems or high blood pressure, just finding the depth that you can comfortably manage. And then bring your hands to your legs wherever they naturally take hold. Maybe it's the ankles, the shins, the knees. And now let's do what I was showing you earlier by bending one knee and letting that other leg straighten so that you get a nice inner thigh stretch there to that straight leg. And come back to center. Bend that other knee. And then back to center. Now place one hand, palm, fingertips, Knuckles under the face. Let the other arm sweep out to the side and up, and follow that hand with your eyes. Bring that arm as close to vertical as it will go. You might try turning the palm. That might allow you to lift the arm a little higher. Good. Bring the arm down and switch. The other arm sweeps out to the side and up. Go as high as you can with that arm. And then maybe, if you turn the palm, you might find you can lift the arm a little bit higher. Good. And then bring the hand right back down. Now, sweep the arms out to the sides, up and behind you, and then interlace your hands behind, above your back, above your buttocks. Then lift your arms away from your back. Wide leg forward fold with mudra arms. Good. Slowly, the arms come down. Roll your body up to standing, upright, arms to your sides, and just ease the legs back in. Maybe you bring the toes in and then the heels, and kind of walk your feet back together. And with the feet about hip distance, shoulders up and back and down, float your arms up overhead. Palms touch. Now interlace the fingers. Point your index fingers and arch over to one side. Reach the hands away. Get a nice stretch to that side body. Good. And then come on up. Other side. Arching over to that side. Feet rooted to the earth. The hands reaching away. And back to vertical. Float your arms out. Place your hands against your lower back, supporting your low back as you come into a back bend. Arching back. Press those hips forward. Reach the crown of the head up and back to elongate the spine. And then back to upright arms out to the sides. Hinge forward. Pause with your back parallel to the floor, and then let your arms just hang down. Bend those knees, rest the elbows on the thighs. Okay, let's come into Utkatasana, a standing squat. Lift your arms straight out in front and sit back towards your heels. Try to keep the knees over the feet if possible, over the toes. Press your buttocks back. Reach your fingers forward. Breathe. Work those quadriceps muscles. We'll be strengthening the hamstring muscles, the muscles on the other side of the thighs, in a little while. We look for a balanced practice, stretching and strengthening the muscles in a balanced way. Good. And then press. Come back up. Palms touch. Can you clasp the hands the non-habitual way? The other little finger in front. Point your index finger. Arching back over to the side. Now, take the outside leg. Step it out to the side. Good. And can you balance? Lift. If you can't balance that easily, just keep the toes touching. Otherwise, lift. Now, can you take that inside arm and let it hang down, and then the outside arm, same side arm as the leg that's lifted, and just reach away, lengthen, toes point, fingers point. Touch the toes down if you need to. Good. And then bring the foot down. Bring the arms back down. Float the arms back up overhead. Again, the non-habitual hand clasp. Arching over to the side. Take that outside leg out. And toes touch. and see if you can balance. Balancing crescent moon. Now, inside arm reaches down and hangs down. Outside arm, same side arm as lifted leg, reaches away. Toes and fingers stretch away from each other. Focus your gaze on a spot. Touch the toes down as needed. And release. Good, and bring your arms right down to your sides. And just relax here. And step up to the top of your mat. Good, and just relax for a moment to see if your body needs to move in any complementary way. Sometimes after a posture or a sequence of postures, the body just knows what movements will help to integrate or release tension. And so you can just let that spontaneous movement happen. Arms at your sides, shoulders up, back, and down, feet about hip distance apart. Now let's step that left foot back, big step. And the front knee comes over that front ankle, right knee over ankle, face front. Now, inhale the arm up overhead. Upright warrior. Good. Now, arms sweep out to the sides and down and interlace your hands. Press your interlaced hands down and then humble warrior. Hinge forward. Lift your arms away from your back. Good. And then come on up to vertical. Arms float straight out in front and up overhead, back to upright warrior. Arms out to the sides and down. Interlace the hands once again. Squeeze the shoulders. Press the chest forward. Breathe in. Exhale, humble warrior. And finally, the balancing warrior. Arms out to the sides. Hinge forward. Now that front knee can nearly straighten. Keep a micro bend in that right knee and bring that back foot forward. Lift that back leg if you can. You can stay with toes touching. You can increase the angle going further forward, deeper into the balancing warrior. Good. And now keep the arms out to the sides, bring the foot forward, and see if you can bring that left leg forward, out in front, staying balanced on that right leg, left foot forward. Good, and then bring the foot down and relax. Good, just take a breath, let it go. Same thing on the other side, shoulders up, back, down. Take that right foot, step it way back. Left knee over the ankle. Standing tall, upright warrior. Sweep the arms forward and up. And hold. Both feet rooted to the earth. Good, arms out to the sides. Interlace the hands the non-habitual way. Press the interlaced hands down. Squeeze the shoulders back. Breathe in. Exhale, deep fold, lifting those arms away from your back. And then come on back up, arms to your sides, float them right back up. Upright warrior. And the arms come down. Again, the non-habitual hand clasp. Squeeze the shoulders back, breathe in. And hinge forward. Good. And come on back up. Arms out to the side. Front knee nearly straight, hinge forward, back foot forward. Lift that back leg. Balance. Find the depth that you can manage. If your arms are tired, just let them hang down. Focus on a spot. Good. Bring the foot forward and see if you can keep balanced on that left leg as you let that right leg come forward and lift it up a little bit. And then bring the foot flat. And relax. Good. And completing that warrior series, we'll come back and move into tree pose. So we'll do some variations on this wonderful balancing posture. So take one foot, yogi's choice, either one, toes touch, heel to ankle. Hands in front of your heart. Focusing on a spot can help you to stay balanced. Lift your arms up and open your arms out. Spread those branches wide. Now can you bring the foot up to the calf? You can always move back to toes touching. Now, variation. Can you bring the foot behind the calf? Foot, ankle, behind calf. How about in front? Toes touch as needed. Ankle in front of lower leg. Just holding on. Good. And last variation, can you bring the foot up onto the thigh? So the heel against the thigh, if possible. Maybe it doesn't go up that far. Rather than having the heel press into the knee joint, have it be above the knee on the thigh, or just keep the foot on the calf. And palms together to your sides, foot to the mat. Good. Relax. Same thing, other side. Taking the weight onto the other foot. Toes touch. Heel to ankle. Hands in front of the chest. Lift those arms up. Spread the branches wide. And then foot to inner lower leg. Whoops. Find your balance. Toes touch as needed. Maybe the foot behind the calf. Foot in front of the shin. Seem to have a little better balance on my other foot today. Toes touch as needed. Always have that option. Focus your gaze on a spot. Now, can you lift the foot up so that the heel comes above the knee? Good. And complete. Bring the foot down and the arms right back to your sides. And now coming back to the top of your mat. Feet are about hip distance. Shoulders up, back, and down. Sweep your arms up overhead. Palms touch. Hands in front of your chest. Inhale. And exhale. Take a graceful dive into that forward fold. Inhale, come up about halfway, hands on shins or knees, crown reaching forward. Exhale, back into the deep fold. Hands to the mat, walk your feet back, come into downward dog. Again, you could be on the palms or the knuckles. Heels pressing toward the mat. Now we'll come into plank pose. And again, you might want to come onto the knuckles here. Or you could do a plank on the forearms. And bring the knees down, thighs down, buttocks, belly, hand over hand, and just rest the chin on the back of one hand. And rest. Rest here in this prone position for a moment. Let go as fully as you can. And arms to your sides. Pelvis pressing down into the mat. We'll come into boat pose. Lift the head, lift the chest, lift the legs, lift the arms. Good. Right leg a little higher, left up alongside it. Left leg a hair higher, up, right up alongside it. Can you interlace your hands above your buttocks and squeeze your shoulders together? Lift your hands off the buttocks if you can. Now, unclasp the hands. Sweep the arms around to the front. You can bring the hands down if you need to, or keep lifted. And release. Bring the hands back. Hand over hand, chest resting on the mat, chin resting on the back of your hand. Good. Relax fully. Now let's give the body a nice counter stretch to that back bend by bringing the elbows under the chest, walking the elbows back, sitting back toward the heels, only as far back toward the heels as is comfortable. Keep those knees safe. Arms extended in front, buttocks sitting back. Just find that depth that feels good in your body, restful. Good, and then coming out of that child pose and sit to one side and extend your legs straight out in front. So we'll move now into the upward facing boat by bringing the feet flat and then lifting those feet and place your hands under your knees. Extend your arms out over your legs. And can you extend the legs? Keep the knees bent if necessary. More challenge. You're working those core muscles, abs, and hip flexors as you extend those legs. Now, can you bring the soles of the feet together? We'll come into a balancing turtle pose by sliding the hands under the ankles. Keep the soles of the feet together and just balancing on your buttocks. Good. And now we'll come into the turtle pose by bringing the feet down, sliding the hands a little further forward, and just allow your upper body to relax toward the mat, toward your feet. Inhale, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, just letting gravity take you to a wholesome depth. Don't force anything. Take good care of your back. But if you want to go a little deeper, you can press the forearms up against the ankles, calves, to draw your upper body deeper. Good. And slide the hands back up. Now we'll move into a turtle twist. Take your right hand over onto that left knee. Take the left hand back behind you. And on an in-breath, grow tall. On the out-breath, gently twist. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist. Same thing, other side. Press that right hand down into the mat. Grow tall on the in-breath. On the out-breath, gently twist. And again, on the in-breath, a little taller. The out-breath, maybe you pull on that knee with the left hand to leverage the twist. Good. Around to the front. Extend the legs out. Ease onto your back. Good. Feet flat. Arms at your sides. Just resting here on your back in preparation for bridge pose. Setu Bandhasana is the Sanskrit name for this pose. So we'll press the feet into the mat and lift the buttocks. Slowly lifting, lifting, little higher. Good. Feet pressing into the earth. Now the single leg bridge. Take that left leg and extend it straight up toward the sky. Good. Then bring that leg partway down so the thighs are parallel. Leg is at about a 45-degree angle. Now can you lower the leg slowly all the way down so the heel touches, and then slide the foot back. Press both feet into the mat and lift your hips a little higher. Heighten your bridge. And we'll try the single leg bridge. Other side, right leg extending toward the sky. Slowly lower that right leg down, part way. Hold there, halfway. Feel the work in that left leg. Slowly lower the leg all the way down, and when the heel touches, slide the foot back alongside the other foot. And one last lift into full bridge. Breathing in, lifting the hips toward the sky. And slowly lower down. And relax. Extend the legs out. And relax your body. Just simply enjoy the rest that follows each exercise. Feel the sensation, the respite, the relaxation in those muscles that we're just working. Now, interlace your hands behind the head. Bring your feet flat. Coming into supine posterior stretch. Let's start just by opening through the chest, pressing those elbows toward the mat. Good. Now, relaxing your arms, shoulders, elbows. Lift your head. Use your hands to lift your head so that the chin comes to the chest or near the chest. Then the knees draw back. Then extend your legs toward the sky. Now, keeping your chin by the chest, but release your hands to take hold behind your legs. So it could be behind the knees, behind the calves. Maybe you can walk your hands up to your ankles. Draw the legs back toward the torso and face. Draw the upper body toward the legs. Good. Release the hands. Take the hands behind the head. Guide the head down gently to the mat. Bend the knees. Bring the feet flat. Bring the arms back to your sides. And now, as we move into relaxation, you are welcome to keep your feet flat. More typically, we extend the legs out along the mat. Just relax here on the back. Take a nice deep breath in and let it go. And feel your body bring heightened awareness to sensation in the body. Let's start with the feet. Feel the sensation in your feet. Your ankles and calves, your shins, your knees. Feel those thighs, the backs of the thighs, hamstrings, the quads. Relax the feet and the legs. Notice the buttocks, the belly, the back, the chest, the trunk of your body. You might notice the belly rise and fall with the breath. You might notice the beating of your heart in your chest. relax the trunk of your body. Feel those hands, wrists, elbows, shoulders, and fully relax those arms. And feel your face, and soften around the eyes, the nose, the cheeks, the mouth, the jaw, and relax your face completely. Relax your whole body. Now perhaps you'd like to luxuriate in this space of deep relaxation, and that's fine. Stay here if you like. Just let the video run out and remain in yoga relaxation as long as you like. Or join me as I gradually make my way back to sitting, exploring movement, a little stretch, a deeper stretch, bending the knees, rolling to one side, relaxing there. Making your way back to sitting, right back to where we began our practice, sitting comfortably, tuning into the feel of your body, thanking yourself for giving yourself this time to slow down, tune in, nourish your body and your soul, and take in the words of the ancient yogic sage Patanjali. He said, when you are inspired by some great purpose, some extraordinary project, all your thoughts break their bounds. Your mind transcends limitations. Your consciousness expands in every direction, and you find yourself in a new, great, and wonderful world. Dormant forces, faculties, and talents become alive, and you discover yourself to be a greater person by far than you ever dreamed yourself to be. So let's complete our practice by taking a nice deep breath and letting it go. And bringing your hands to your heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.